The song, The 12 Days of Christmas, is all about sharing gifts with friends and loved ones. I would like to honor the theme of that song by sharing whiskey with a different person each day with a nod to the daily gifts from the song. It's time for Whiskey Christmas 2024. Just kidding. Welcome to the 12 Days of Whiskey Christmas, where I share whiskey with friends following the theme of the song, The 12 Days of Christmas. Today is day one, better known as Partridge in a Pear Tree. My guest today is my friend Rob. Rob and I have known each other for almost 30 years. I did the math.
Really?
But we've only recently started drinking together. So we've been doing our best to make up for lost time. Since this is the first day of Whiskey Christmas, it's important for you at home to know that we will be trying our samples blind. That means we won't know what's in our glasses. I know, Rob doesn't. That way we can rate them though with some bias. I have been kind of doing this blind myself because I don't remember anything about the bottles. Like, I don't remember the proof, I don't remember the age, just know where they're coming from. So I'm kind of blind on this too. In this beautifully wrapped box though, so even though Rob is blind on this and I'm blind on the information, you at home are not gonna be. Allie, my wife, wrapped this wonderful box, and inside are today's bottles. They are in the same order in the box as they are in front of us, and we're gonna do them together. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do the first one. I wanted to roll your glass, but I forgot. So feel free to roll them if you'd like to get your sugars distributed. Just don't get them out of order. We'll be drinking different stuff.
There's only two, so.
Yeah. Okay. No, since I know what this is, I think I expected a little bit more of that. Thoughts, right? First blush thoughts?
It's good.
Yeah. It definitely has more on the palate than the nose. Would you agree or not? Or are you getting it?
Yeah, I agree with that.
You haven't had a cold or anything lately, have you?
No.
Okay. I don't always get like the quintessential bourbon stuff is like caramels and vanillas.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't really caramel to me. This is almost like a butterscotch.
Yeah, this
I don't know if that's right.
tastes a little lighter and a little younger than
Yeah.
than some that, like I'm getting a little more.
Like it doesn't have a lot of age on it.
Yeah, like I would say it was like.
And again, I don't remember whether it does or not, but
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of some of the younger ones.
yeah.
There's not a lot of real deep complexity in it.
I am getting a little bit, when you have an older bourbon and you get the oak,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little bit of, maybe it's just like some wood tannins, but it's not super oaky. At home, this is my dog wanting to be a part of every video we've been on so far. Yeah, but it does taste young. And again, I don't remember if it is or not. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I would drink that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, and
I mean,
it's almost,
you could,
it's not a high enough proof that I wouldn't even have a problem with drinking this like every night or something.
Yeah, it's some younger ones aren't, like, you can tell they're young. They don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This one's good. Yeah, I would drink this every night.
Yeah. And it's not warming me at all here. Like, I'm not getting any Kentucky hug, but I am warm in my throat. So it's warmed me up. This is also my first alcohol of the day, so
Yeah.
I didn't pregame in preparation for you coming over. Maybe I should have. Maybe you should. I don't know. We should have drank before the video started. All right. Well, let's move on to number B or 2. Letter B, number 2. I don't know. We have no. So the guys that I mailed samples to, they just got 2 samples, and one was A and one was B. And so I have recorded a couple of those, and every time I've said letter B, I'm like, that's not right. All right, so this has a richer nose to me.
I agree with that.
It absolutely is coming rich mahogany, leather bound volumes. I think I'm getting that line wrong. It's also stronger.
It's definitely stronger. It has a lot more mouthfeel too.
Yeah. This kind of is doing, it's making my mouth like salivate a little bit.
Yeah.
It's coating my tongue instead of just going through my tongue.
Right, you get that kind of buttery texture that kind of stays
Yeah,
in your mouth.
yeah. I was gonna say, so the nose, a lot of times if something's higher proof, which this seems like it is, than this one, you just get a burst of ethanol.
Right.
I'm not really getting that, even though it very clearly, again, I'm guessing, but it very clearly tastes higher proof, but it doesn't smell higher proof to me.
Yeah, proof-wise, they smell about the same. This one has a lot more going for it, though. There's a lot more complexity in the nose and in the taste.
They're definitely darker. I can see it in yours.
Yeah.
This one's definitely darker, which could be a higher proof thing, too.
It could also be an age thing. The longer they age, the
Sure.
better they get, too.
Yeah. This tastes older, now that you say that. It definitely tastes older than this one. So last night, these were recorded out of order for you at home. When I say last night, I did 5 videos yesterday. It was a lot. But one of the things that, the reason I bring that up is one of the things that was shocking in every one of those videos that we did was going back to the first class. And so let's go back to the first class now and see if it has changed, and if so, in what way. It smells sweeter. That just might be being more in the glass, but
yeah.
Changed a lot for me. Did it do for you?
Not really.
No?
I don't think it changed. I mean, like there's more to contrast it with than the
This, I'm getting a bunch of citrus on this now, on the glass A. I don't want to sway you. Are you getting that at all?
No, I'm not getting citrus. I feel like that's about where it was when we started.
Okay. It's
still
absolutely thinner. Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't pick either one of these out of bed.
No, I would drink either one of these.
Yeah. So, do you have a favorite? Or do you just...
No, I do have a favorite.
Okay.
The second one's my favorite.
Okay.
But I like higher proof.
Okay. Is that why you like this one more, or the flavors?
I like the flavors better. I like the first one. It tastes a little younger than I normally would want, but but it would be fine. I'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
If they were the same cost, I would pick the second one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Cost. One of the things that I found out doing Whiskey Christmas last year was I think I was gravitating towards the things that were easy to drink. Not that I can't handle the higher proof, even though that old granddad 117 punched me in the face. I think I enjoy the lower proof because I don't have to think about it as much. Like this one is I would drink with somebody like you who appreciates more of what's going on and can have a conversation with me.
Right.
If I'm hanging out with a bunch of people, this is
You're just
more, because this is still really good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's not disappointing at all. It's a good one.
You ready to see what they are?
Yeah.
All right. So, Class A is Redwood Empire.
All right.
The Lost Monarch. So, the Lost Monarch is a blend of straight whiskeys. Let's see what else it's got. It is 90 proof. Let's see if we got some age statements on here. At least 3 years, so
that's pretty.
It doesn't have a lot of age on it. So yeah, and then this one, it's on the back, so we can rate it. Cask strength. This is Pipe Dream, but cask strength, so it's 116, so it's 26 points higher.
Yeah.
This one has the mash bill on it. 74% corn, 20% rye, 4.5% malted barley, and it's got a little bit of wheat. This is uncut and unfiltered, and this is at least 4 years old. So it's not a lot older. I expected this to be a lot older.
I would feel like when they say at least, though, I bet it's got some older stuff in it.
Yeah.
Because it tastes older than a 4 year.
Yeah, it does. I agree. And it looks darker than a 4 year.
Yeah.
Have you had either one of these before?
I haven't.
Okay. No. I thought maybe I'd shared this one with you, but I can't remember if we did or not.
We did a Redwood Empire one time, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. And I don't think it would be this one because, I mean, this was still up here before I even poured these, so I haven't had this one as much. Which I find interesting for my comment before about wanting to drink this more in the case of not thinking about it.
Right.
But I don't have enough people over often enough to just be sitting around drinking. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you still hold to
I definitely
thoughts?
Yeah. My personal preference is high proof.
Okay.
Like uncut. I like uncut stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like you do get more alcohol, but you also get a lot more complexity and flavor.
Yeah. I'll say this, for all 12 days, I think this is the broadest, if I remember correctly, this is the broadest gap in proof between the two bottles that we're going to do. 26 points in proof from here to here.
Honestly, though, it doesn't taste as a 116.
I do not think this drinks at 116.
No, I think it drinks more at probably closer to what the other one is. I mean, it's pretty smooth.
I would say this does to me what
100 maybe
101, Wild Turkey 101
right
does.
So this is a really smooth it's a really smooth 116.
A lot of times the corn, when you get a little bit of wheat in there, it's usually a bigger wheat when I say this, so don't pretend like I know what I'm talking about too much. When you get a little bit of wheat in there, it softens the corn and makes it sweeter.
Yeah.
This is such a small percent at 1.5%. But the rye is also super low at 4.5. Malted is 1.5. Or no, I have that backwards. Rye is 20%, but 74% corn. That's a big amount of corn, and I think the wheat just tames it just the right amount.
Right. No, it's definitely a good one.
Yeah, I don't know that at 1.5 if this qualifies as a 4 grain, but it's pretty close, you know.
Did you get this in Ohio?
No. So I bought this in North Carolina.
Okay.
Now that you say that, I don't know if I've ever seen it in Ohio.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm pretty sure I bought this one in Ohio, but I don't think I've seen the cask strength.
Pipe Dream, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Pipe Dream. So there's a regular Pipe Dream, and then there's the Pipe Dream cask strength. And when I saw this in North Carolina a year ago, I grabbed it because I'd never seen it before.
I would definitely buy that.
Yeah, for sure.
This one too, but depending on the price. Because
I think these are $45 MSRP. This is more, but not a lot. Maybe I should have had this $65.
Yeah.
So for another year and 26 proof points, that's a that's a buy all day at
Definitely.
$60 or $65.
And I felt like this was good. I don't think I'd pay $45 for that one.
Yeah,
Because I think
well, we just compared it to 101, which is what, $24?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think 101's better.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's the kind of analysis you wanted on your video.
No.
But...
I mean, I want to compare it to other stuff because one of the things that I got in a video yesterday was a guy telling me, he pointed at his shelf with 25 bottles on it. He's like, you're to blame for this, and he didn't take blame. But that's the whole point of this is I'm not an expert. Most of the stuff I've done is sitting with guys like you where we just can talk about stuff.
Sure. And
none of us are experts.
Right.
But all of us can share a little bit of something that maybe we didn't know before.
Sure.
That's the best part about this.
So I think for this, I like this bottle. I'm not sure I like it even better than, say, like a Benchmark Top Floor.
Yeah.
I mean, because Benchmark Top Floor is young.
Sure.
But it's also smooth and easy to drink.
I think it's still 3 years old, though.
Yeah. It's 3 or 4 years old.
And it's $18, $19.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So I think there's a lot of stuff in the probably 20 to 35 range that
is not as good as.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But it's in the group. I mean,
if this is 40,
if that's 45, I've got other things I'm buying.
Yep, that's exactly. I feel the same way. Still good.
Oh,
totally. If Redwood Empire, if you're watching this, we still love your whiskey.
We do.
They're not watching my stuff, but all right.
This one would go in my collection if I could find the bottle.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you for joining us for day 1.
That's right.
No pressure on Rob for being day 1. I have a person on day 1 and a day 15 or day 12. Sorry, I forgot what the song was. Day 1 and day 12 are 2 of my favorite people to have on here. I love all 12 guys, and ladies. Spoiler alert: there's a lady in one of these. But I wanted somebody that I could have a good conversation with on day 1 to start this off strong. But all right, well, we'll see you tomorrow for day 2. Merry Christmas. Thanks.
All right, Merry Christmas.
All right, that's good.